Hello, hello, and welcome. We're just waiting for everyone to arrive. Welcome, everybody. Amazing. Got a few more coming in. Lovely to see you all today on this not so sunny here day, but that's okay. We've had a lot of sun recently, so we can stand to have a bit of cooler weather. Welcome, welcome, welcome to day 2327 of the Daily Antidote of Song, here every day for you at midday CST, bringing you a new song and a different song leader each day of the week. Let's wave hello to our live stream, sending you all love on the live stream today. We have got the wonderful Joe Jencks with us today. I'm just going to introduce and read a little from his bio. Joe is a 27-year veteran of the international folk circuit, an award-winning songwriter, song interpreter, and a celebrated vocalist based in Northern Illinois. Jencks delivers engaged musical narratives filled with heart, soul, groove, and grit, blending well-crafted instrumentals and vivid songwriting, serving it all up with a lyric baritone voice that has the edgy richness of a good sea salt caramel. All right, well, that's just got my appetite going for some singing. So welcome, Joe. How are you today?
I'm okay, Liz. Thank you so much. I will own just a little more edge than caramel this morning, but
I'm sure we can live with that. I'm going
oh
to hand
yeah,
straight over to you for a song, if that's all right. And I believe we'll have the lyrics and everything in the chat.
yeah. This is a song that I first learned when I went to the Great Labor Arts Exchange in 2002, and the Great Labor Arts Exchange happens in the DC metro area. Usually up in Silver Spring. And it's a gathering of cultural workers within the labor movement or peripheral to the labor movement who come together to celebrate the art and the music and the dance and the poetry and all of the things that help us both express what it is that we're working for, but also sometimes just acknowledge the challenge or the struggle or the hardships as well as the victories. And I heard Elise Bryant sing the song, someone who's familiar to many of you as a frequent guest on Daily Antidote of Song. And I just wept. It went right to my soul. And I've been singing this song now for almost 25 years. And it's still a thing that gives me comfort and joy and hope. It's easy to pick up. It's what Pete Seeger called a zipper song. You just change a few words and zip right along with a new verse. You'll pick it up very quickly. I put some potential verses out there, but my brain doesn't necessarily follow in that order. So that was just as an example for how the song works, that one line changes and the rest stay the same. It goes like this. May the work that I have done speak for me. May the work that I have done speak for me. If I fall short of my goal, someone else will take a hold. May the work that I have done speak for me. So you get the idea, the shape of it. May the work that I have done speak for me. Next line. May the work that I have done speak for me. If I fall short of my goal, someone else will take a hold. May the work that I have done speak for me. May the children I've helped raise. And I say this, originally I think I heard may the children I have raised, but one of my sisters gave me a card once that was talking about how it takes a village and the significance of aunties and uncles in the process of raising children, whether they're direct family or chosen family, community. And I think the same way about the movement. I think I once heard someone say, may the union I have built. But I think it's more honest to say, may the union I've helped build, may the movement I've helped build. So those are a few of my own adaptations. May the children I've helped raise. May the children I've helped raise speak for me. May the children I've helped raise speak for me. If I fall short of my goal, someone else will take a hold. May the children I've helped raise speak for me. May the tears that I have shed, may the tears that I have shed speak for me. May the tears that I have shed speak for me. If I fall short of my goal, someone else will take a hold. May the sorry, I got lost in my own verse. May the children I've helped raise speak for me. May the tears that I have shed, we'll do that. May the tears that I have shed speak for me. May the tears that I have shed speak for me. If I fall short of my goal, someone else will take a hold. May the tears that I have shed speak for me. May the movements I've helped build speak for me. May the movements I've helped build speak for me. If I fall short of my goal, someone else will take a hold. May the movements I've helped build speak for me. May the songs that I have sung speak for me. May the songs that I have sung, may the songs that I have sung speak for me. If I fall short of my goal, someone else will take a hold. May the songs that I have sung speak for me. May the people I have loved, may the people I have loved speak for me. May the people I have loved speak for me. If I fall short of my goal, someone else will take a hold. May the people I have loved speak for me. One more time, may the work that I have done speak for me. May the work that I have done speak for me. May the work that I have done speak for me. If I fall short of my goal, someone else will take a hold. May the work that I have done speak for me. May the work that I have done speak for me.
Beautiful, Joe. Thank you so much. I was definitely getting some of that caramel, salt caramel there. Beautiful, beautiful vocal, beautiful song. So I know there's a bit written about the song in the chat, but tell us a little bit more of the context and why I've chosen it for today.
Um, well, um, I think that I have seen a lot of people over the course of my life get later into their lives and feel like their work is unfinished. And I myself, in my early 50s, am now starting to every once in a while, look at the calendar and realize that, I'm finally getting a handle on how to be a human. And I feel like there's now this just gently narrowing window. I'm not feeling the squeeze hard, but I am aware that, now that I've finally mostly figured out how to be a human, there's a whole lot of work to do. And it's important, I think, at every step of our lives to remember that we don't have to reinvent the wheel, that we are not the only ones that are working for goodness in the world, that we're a part of a rich community, a beautiful tapestry, and our lives are just one thread in that tapestry. But I think it's important, especially when it feels like the world is very, very hard and has very harsh edges, to remember that we are in community with extraordinary people, all of whom are each a part of building something beautiful. And whether or not we complete that work, and in fact, I would say the tacit invitation is to understand that we will not complete that work in one lifetime, that it is inherently generational work to make progress. And therefore, the ways in which we nurture the next generation, the ways in which we care for our elders, the ways in which we choose to be students of the lives lived for good purpose that have come before us, and do our best to pass on some measure of that knowledge to the people who will come after us, whether or not we ever meet them. I think it's incredibly important to remember that not only are we not alone in the present moment, real time, we're not alone in the work. That we stand on the shoulders of greatness, and if we're lucky, we get to be a part of that foundation for those that will come after. And so a song like that just holds me in a space of remembering that I am indeed a thread in this rich, beautiful tapestry of generational work in trying to make the world a better place for more people,
That's
trying to
beautiful.
solve the problems.
That's so beautifully and eloquently put, Joe. And yeah, I love this image of the tapestry. Or I got a kind of link in a chain, and without every link, then the chain is broken. And I think it's so easy to remember in our individualistic world that we're encouraged to be very individualistic and forget that we're part of something bigger. And yeah, I love that sentiment that you're never alone and always contributing to something bigger.
Yeah, and that
Um,
song, you can just keep going with it. May the prayers that I have prayed, may the hands that I have held, may the losses I have mourned, may the victories I have won, whatever. Like it goes
yeah.
all over the place. But whatever the occasion, whatever the reason, it's a song that's just, and if you have time for exactly one verse of something, for those of you that are song leaders in different contexts, when you have the space for maybe one verse as an invocation, or one verse as a benediction, or one verse, I don't mean literally in a spiritual setting, but even in our civic ritual and ceremony, we need to serve the same function. We need to invite people in and welcome them into a space. We need to give them a commission as they depart. Music has this beautiful capacity to bookend whatever else is going on and help people stay connected to the power of creativity and the power of our potential and our being. So I love a song like
Absolutely.
that because you can be as expansive. I've been in singing sessions that had 12 or 14-minute versions of that song as people just kept calling out the next verse that they wanted to do. But when you get a whole room full of people singing, it's almost like kirtan, the yoga singing tradition that where people just sing and move into a bit of an ecstatic space. I have seen that song hold that space, and a lot of hymn singing used to be like that. where people would gather together and sing and sing and sing and sing until everybody was just kind of breathing together and sharing the space well.
Absolutely. Yeah. I think singing actually, because there is a phenomena of being in a room with people for long enough that your heartbeat start to regulate and your
Yeah.
breathing patterns start to regulate, and singing actually speeds that up. Collective singing, obviously for obvious reasons as well, because you're synchronizing with your breath and with the words and lyrics and things. So
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure singing was probably what brought us to spirituality and religion pretty early on, collectively, individually. Um, I understand you have a second song for us today, so we're
I
going to sing something
do.
different with
I
you.
do. This is, they'll get the lyrics up. This is a song that I wrote with students at East Wenatchee High School, who were all the children of itinerant and immigrant laborers. And I was asked by somebody who saw me at a coffee house if I had ever worked with ESL students on songwriting. And I said, no, but I'm willing to try anything within reason. And so we got me into the high school. And I spent a couple of, several hours in the morning and early afternoon working with some sections of students who were learning English and dealing with all kinds of sense of being dispossessed, because not only had many of them left countries of origin in order to be here, when they arrived here, sometimes there's a thing that happens in immigrant culture where immigrants that have kind of assimilated a little bit more into the dominant culture keep a bit of a distance from those who are newly arrived for fear of kind of, losing whatever ground they feel like they've gained. So to be disappeared not only in the country writ large, but in the company of people who should be the ones who would most witness you, I think was a common experience for many of those young people. And I've just been thinking about this song a lot because it's their words, the translation is theirs. That was part of their assignment in class. But they let me take their ideas and turn them into a song. And I think about how dispossessed those young people were feeling at times, 20 plus years ago. And I think about what's going on around us in the world, and in particular here in the States, in Estados Unidos. And a friend of a friend was detained at the Denver airport. She's here legally and has an open asylum case, and yet she was held by ICE for a couple of weeks. And it's getting real. And so I think this song for me helps bridge the distance between that's somebody else's story and the notion that all of us at every point in our lives are dealing with trying to figure out where is our place. Like the words more literally translated, Adonde Pertenezco, to where do I pertain? And the more poetic translation is where do I belong? But I think that's a really relevant question, whether we're in our childhood or teens or young adulthood or throughout our lives, to just be able to ask that question, like, where's my place? And those young folks taught me something beautiful, and I was able to teach them a little something too, which is that if they take their thoughts and put them to music, they might travel even just a little farther. So this is called Adonde Pertenezco. Where do I belong? Adonde Pertenezco? Where do I come from? De donde vengo? Where will I go from here? Para donde iré de aquí? De aquí. anywhere to stay. No tengo donde quedarme. Going from town to town, yendo a pueblo, to look for a better life, para buscar una vida mejor, vida mejor. We are looking for communities, buscando comunidades with better opportunities, con mejores oportunidades. But who have we left behind? A quienes hemos dejado atrás, dejado atrás. Come back to that first verse. Where do I belong? Adonde Pertenezco. Where do I belong? Adonde Pertenezco. Where do I come from? De donde vengo? Where will I go from here? ¿Para dónde iré de aquí? De aquí. De aquí. De aquí. De aquí.
Wow. Joe, I didn't really want to speak after that, and then I realised I'm hosting and had to come back in the room. So first of all, thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I felt like I just wanted to receive that. I didn't bother singing along. I didn't need to. Just your voice and the message and the vibration of that really just touched me, and I know that it did others as well who have been
Thank
commenting
you.
in the chat.
Thank you.
So this is a
I'll
Joe
add
Jencks original.
Yeah.
Okay, can we find it anywhere else online?
Yes, it's on my website. The lyrics are on the website. If anybody wants to sing it and needs chords, you can send me an email through my website, or if you know how to find me on Facebook. But I'll say I'm not great at, especially the musician page. I really am not great at checking messages there. So sending me a note through my website is the faster way to reach me. But what I also wanted to add to that is that, and it's recorded and it's on an album and it's out on Spotify and all the services. But at the end of the day, I got to bring those students on stage at an all-school assembly, and they got to sing the song that we had written that day for their peers from every walk of life, and to see them as the children of itinerant and immigrant laborers on stage, young adults, singing their words and their thoughts and their ideas for 1,200 of their peers, some of whom are the children of the people who own the orchards. Wow. It was just a fascinating moment, and they got a standing ovation from their peers.
That's incredible.
Their own lateral peer group from every walk of life understood what their words were saying. And it was still, 23 years later, I look back on that moment in that high school auditorium as one of the most powerful and effective moments in my career of watching music be a transformative force. So To that end, this fall, I'm headed to South Africa. And I'll be there. I'll talk more about this another time, but I'm going to be in South Africa for a month, traveling with a dear friend who has degrees in horticulture and environmental science and in conflict resolution. And he lives inside of a Venn diagram that's really relevant in South Africa right now. And I have the privilege of spending a month on the road with him, going all over South Africa as he does site visits for various projects he has spinning. And I'm sure I'll be back on the Daily Antidote later this year, and we'll talk more about that. But I'll also be posting on my website, joejencks.com, and probably a few things on the Book of Face. So, yeah. And I had a quick question for you, and maybe we'll wrap up with a couple more stanzas of May the Work That I Have Done. But I was curious, you said that you've only been in Wales for a few months. What brought you to Wales?
Well, I have two brothers based in Wales already, so that was definitely a pull to be closer to family. I do also have distant Welsh roots that I know very little about at this stage. So something has called me here, and a kind of stream of just opportunities have brought me here from the southeast. So I used to be on the coast south of London, in a town called Brighton. So it's been quite a big move for me, but
Yeah.
yeah, I think music. There's a really rich culture of singing and storytelling in Wales as well, and I'm starting to tap into that, and excited to delve deeper into that. And we were chatting just before we came on here that you've got distant ancestry, and that your last name is actually Welsh, and you're due a visit at some point. So you must hit me up
Huh.
when you make it over here, and we can do an evening of song together.
That would be magnificent. I would really love that. Thanks for the invitation, Liz. Yeah, and it's so great to see everybody here in the Daily Antidote a Song again. Somebody out there has a sign, I'm sure, because they do all the time, about how many days we're in. But I know that it's
Yes.
north of 2,300 now.
Yeah, today is 2327. I think I said at the beginning. I've got it written here, 2327. Yeah.
Wow. That's extraordinary. Well,
Yes.
thank you all for gathering together, holding space for each other and for the music. And what a beautiful thing that began. Who knew we needed this? It was the
Yeah.
pandemic that made us realize we needed this, and then we're like, no, the pandemic's over, but we still need this. So
Yeah, we
that's great.
totally
My
still
thanks
need
to
it. And
all the
yeah.
people with Carpe Diem Arts and all the people who are helping out to make this possible. And thanks to you, Liz, for being such a gracious host.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Joe. So we have come to time, but let's have a stanza of the final song, and then we're just gonna see what's on for the next week, for the rest of the week, should I say?
May the work that I have done, may the work that I have done speak for me. May the work that I have done speak for me. If I fall short of my goal, someone else will take a hold. May the work that I have done speak for me. And because it's Daily Antidote a Song, may the songs that I have sung, and then we'll wrap it up. May the songs that I have sung speak for me. May the songs that I have sung speak for me. If I fall short of my goal, someone else will take a hold. May the songs that I have sung speak for me. May the songs that I have sung speak for me. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, Joe. So much heart and warmth being with you today. Thank you for your song offerings, and look forward to seeing you again, hopefully. It's been lovely to be introduced to you and your work. And I hope to hear about your trip to South Africa as well. I'm sure we all do. Let's send our love and appreciation to Joe for today in any form that you would like, any shapes, any sounds virtually. Let's have a look, could we, at what's coming for the rest of the week. Here we go. So today is Wednesday. We've had Joe Jencks. Lovely, beautiful songs today. Tomorrow, Thursday, we've got Elena La Fulana coming in from Washington, D.C. Friday is the wonderful Shruti coming in from India. And Shruti's going to be joined by Babui and Shrutindra. I have no idea if I've pronounced those correctly, but let's hope I haven't just completely messed them up. Saturday, we've got Andy Taylor coming in from Massachusetts, and Sunday, we've got our lovely old friend of mine who actually brought me to the Daily Antidotes of Song in the first place, the wonderful Fran Andre coming in from the United Kingdom. So a beautifully packed week for the rest of the week. Do join us again. Let's give a wave to the online stream. Sending you all much love, and I'm just going to go around and say bye to everybody.